I'm at Five Guys. With 5 guys, and they're all by.
Suck on my small fry.
And then I found Christ, became Mormon, and got me 5 wives.
Fucking baptized.
Ooh.
Got baptized,
Gay
became
waters.
Mormon. Now I got 5 wives.
There's always like those sick priests, dude. Some dude's just whacking off and baptizing water.
Yeah, there's definitely some gnarly shit going on.
Ooh, or if he baptizes like a hot chick and he's like takes a shot of it, he sips some
You get
water.
You get fucking baptized, and you're like, why is my leg hair all sticky now?
Fuck.
Just
What the
laughing
fuck,
at
dude?
The baptizing water. Like a
Hell
little
yeah,
deer.
dude. We got Pat back. Partner Pat.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Shit.
Yeah, Project Pat, Partner Pat.
Project Pat, dude.
Pete, Partner Pat.
Let's go. I don't live in the hood right now, though. Fortunately. Oh, happy pizza day for you, though. Crypto pizza day.
What the fuck does that mean?
Is the
Oh, that's
Bitcoin
when the
dude?
Yeah, he spent $10,000 on 2 pizzas, dude. It's worth 1.1 billy.
Yeah.
And then he's like, dude, it's so funny because they interview him and he's like, no, I'm not even mad about it. I helped the culture out. I helped, but really, this guy's every day he's talking to himself in the mirror with a gun to his head and he's like, fucking do it. Just do it.
I told you about my friend who had 2 Bitcoin in a wallet somewhere and the site just got deleted.
That sucks.
Yeah.
What?
Same thing. He was in a forum somewhere. He was big in forums before all the social media shit was big. That was the internet. People talked in forums. The guy was like, if somebody orders me pizza, I'll give him 2 Bitcoin, which at the time was worth $10 or something. He's like, yeah, dude, I'll order you pizza right now. And he ordered him pizza to his address and fucking got 2 Bitcoin. And then I guess the site closed or whatever wallet he had it in just doesn't exist anymore. And
oh no.
My buddy, we had a few to get Silk Road stuff back in the day.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Did you ever get Silk Road stuff?
I did, but I didn't do it myself. We had this fucking weird guy
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had my
that would
buddy.
do it for us. We'd give him cash and he would order it with
He would find some website or whatever or something.
the
Silk Road on the dark web. Yeah.
browser.
Hell yeah.
You got
Drugs.
you got DMT. Well, the CIA and shit, when they were in the DEA and stuff, when they were ordering stuff from Silk Road, they tested all the drugs and they're like, these are the purest drugs we've ever seen. So they let it run for years because they were first of all, trying to collect information on it, and second of all, I think that they were people are getting better drugs from here than on the street, so we might as well just let them do it for a while. You know what I mean?
Can't prioritize it right now. They could have been running it. That could have been their shit.
Yeah.
Just gassing themselves up. Be like, damn, dude.
Well, it was of course it was fucking nerds doing it. So the guy that ran the Silk Road was always called the Dread Pirate Roberts, which is from
Trump actually just pardoned him. He got released.
the Dread Pirate Roberts.
For real?
Yeah, Russ Albert.
The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Dread Pirate Roberts, they changed who it is, but they still call him the Dread Pirate Roberts, and they still wear the mask and everything. So Silk Road could have changed hands a bunch of times, but they still just called the guy the Dread Pirate Roberts. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
DPR or whatever.
Yeah, he's just the Don or whatever, but it's anonymous. You don't even know who it is.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick. Now, I saw some crypto shit trending today. I was like, oh, I wonder if you got in on it. It's
Just nerds respectfully buying pure ass drugs is crazy though. They're just bro.
Yeah, dude.
DMT.
It was our homeboy. He just rode a Razor scooter around Winter Springs, and then you'd buy acid from him, but he would have to come and drop it on stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
He would just scooter
Liquid.
to you with a vial of L.
It's Liquid L.
Dude, you're like, all I have is my homework, dude. He's like, here, put it out.
Yeah, I was like, put it on my eye. I did that before. I put a tab in my eye one time, dude, and my eye, it just turned to where the blue veins went around the square. So I just had a permanent little white square in my eye. I thought it was gonna look like that forever. It's fucked.
We checking levels.
Yeah, dude. I didn't even know you could do acid
I'm
in
on
your
a new
eye
level.
or anything like that. So you could shoot it in your butt, too. All that stuff, right?
It can absorb in your skin if it's liquid.
Yeah, I've always heard those stories, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to
Put
a
it in
fish
their eyes.
concert
Yeah.
and
And you
then
get dosed.
put it in their Birkenstock to hide it from a
Someone
cop.
puts it in a water gun and sprays someone, and they fucking
There was that
retarded forever.
bullshit scene in SLC Punk. Remember that? He just had a sheet in his pocket, and he walked through the sprinklers.
Oh yeah.
He just fucking lost his mind forever.
Yeah.
Thought his mom was the devil and shit.
Yeah, you could go crazy forever. There's
There's
an old video on the old web with this dude, and he's eating strips of acid, and he's just eating
I've
strawberries.
seen it.
Yeah, he looks like Alex Gray, and he's like,
That guy rules,
dude,
bro.
Straight this.
It's like some people say they can't eat when they're tripping, and he's like, I gotta eat fruit. And he ate like 2 fucking bushels of like baskets of strawberries while he was and he's just eating like paper strips like 10 at a time, like sucking them up like fucking spaghetti noodles, bro.
It's
Just
crazy.
insane. On the Diddy
You
party
down?
shit. Yeah. I just
like, a
played
lot of
video
that?
games for like 6 hours,
I
dude.
can never play video games on acid, dude. I try to like play
I can't even
WoW.
look at the TV.
It was
Yeah.
during COVID, so I was just like, I didn't really know what to do. I remember me and the girl had the day off, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to try and role play in GTA. And I just pretended to be a bug for like 2 hours. And then,
You walk up to a person, you're like, I'm a bug, and they like pull out a gun. They're like, give me all your money, and you're like, I'm a bug. I don't have any money, dude. I'm a bug, dude. I'll take you back to the ant pile.
You're bugging, bro.
I'll take you back to the ant pile and show you what real organization looks like, dude.
Yeah. No, I could definitely.
I'll let you meet the queen. I work for her.
I did play.
And she lets me fuck her.
And she lets me hit it. With me and my boys.
Me and my boys.
We're getting off work. We're working 9 to 9.
Dude, we work fucking Chinese factory hours. 996s.
There's a little suicide net for ants off of the ant pile. They're just going to the top of the ant mound and jumping off.
Their 996 schedules are crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
You know about that? Chinese
No.
factory workers work 996 schedules to 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
But then they get a month, and then everybody gets a month off for like Lunar New Year.
But
So, like,
that's it, though.
the
They get-
entire
It's like their
Shenzhen-
Rumspringa.
The entire Shenzhen factory district, which it's crazy because there's literally Shenzhen is like a province in China that's literally border to border factories.
Oh.
And the entire Shenzhen factory district and everything shuts down for a month during Lunar New Year.
Dude, it'd be crazy when the future gets like super cybernetic and shit like that. Everyone in Shenzhen as a worker has to get a barcode tattooed on their shin. And you scan them in. In the Shenzhen, you must show your shin tat.
Your shin scan. Shin.
Dude, show
I
us
don't
your
know.
shin scan, girl. Dude,
Shin
shin
scan.
scan, dude, in a church, bro.
Ooh, you go show us your
Sundress,
shin
dude, you see
scan.
that?
Naughty
shin scan?
ladies, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, you go, bitch, you're a slut. Cover up your shins.
Cover up your damn shins, dude.
Damn. Hell yeah.
Fuck
Put
yeah.
on ankle socks too. I don't want to see none of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see what's his Scott testified today? Cuddy
Oh
against
yeah,
Diddy.
no, I seen a picture of him smoking a. It's so crazy. If you see someone smoking a cigarette as they're walking into a courthouse, just a photo of it, they look so stressed out.
Yeah.
You know?
No, and that's where people were like, he has so much aura. Like that's just like Twitter. They were just everybody's
Oh.
speculating on all this shit. I thought they said his car blew up. It's like he burnt a hole in his car. Like I thought it was like
Nodded off.
like
with a
you know
cigarette.
some kind of Scarface like turn the ignition
Yeah.
and it blows up. No, it literally looks like something melted through the roof of his Porsche.
Yeah.
But he fucked his dog up. Apparently, he like semi-injured it and then locked it in the bathroom.
Who did Cuddy or did?
Diddy did it, yeah. And so then everyone was freaking out, being like, "Nah, that's where the John Wick shit." They're like,
That's
"You
so
can't-
crazy.
You can't
Because
fucking."
you can rape 672 women and 346 men, but don't fuck with dogs. Like what?
PHP in the fucking
That's
body oil.
so crazy.
That
bro.
shows you that white people have too much power. in
Yeah, I
this
mean,
country,
remember-
because we care. We're the most altruistic to animals.
There was that old Netflix shit that was like that old Netflix documentary or whatever that was like don't fuck with cats or whatever.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like a guy doing like mad illegal shit on the internet, and they found
It's
a
like
video
vacuum
of him
stealing
like,
cats.
vacuum stealing cats and shit, and they like
Like that
hunted him down,
weed.
doxed him, like fucking, and they're like, yeah, get him, and it's like, but what about like people that are like raping and killing like human beings? Like you don't care about
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Just don't
yeah.
fuck with cats, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, I'm 100% team people.
Me too, dude.
Right. It
And
is.
I fuck with animals, but like people are like, you know,
Yeah. Asians are crazy, bro. They'll eat your damn. They'll eat damn turtle shell skin. You know?
Dude, true story though. My wife's one of her neighbors. He got like a mail order bride or whatever,
I
right?
grew up with a homeboy
And
whose mom was at.
she said one day they like caught her in the backyard pulling turtles out of the pond, and they
Yeah,
were
turtle
eating
soup,
them,
dude.
bro. Yeah. And I mean, it's a retention, like gnarly pond. Like they had to tell him, like, yo, this isn't like
amoeba and shit in there. You go, dude, there's a Publix right there.
Just culture shocked into like fucking pulling turtles out of a retention pond and going, dinner's ready.
Yeah, they're getting kicked out of pet stores because you fucking bring a fucking hot pot. You know?
You're just stuffing stuff in you're just stuffing them in your purse.
Yeah, you're eating them on the way out. Like, like you didn't even pay for that mouse yet.
Yeah.
Ooh, dude, going full snake vibes.
You go, I didn't.
You go, I'm gonna unhinge my jaw.
Your mouth's like full, and you go, I didn't steal anything. There's just like a tail hanging out of your mouth, dude.
We still gotta free that monkey from this pet store. They got a fucking monkey.
Yeah, he's chill.
How much is he? Can we pay? Can we?
I don't know if you can buy him.
We talked about that where you're like. You go and you like distract the guy and you open the cage and the monkey just fucking tears your face off.
Just beats the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Bites your nose. Yeah.
Just goes on a fucking rampage, goes to the fucking ice skating rink next door, just fucking runs out on the ice and starts fucking attacking children and shit.
HBO's got that documentary. You seen that? That chick that fucking, it's by the people who I think did the Tiger King thing. But it's a chick, she had like all these chimps and was like keeping them kind of like illegal, fake one of its deaths. You know what I mean? Because the whatever, like the FBI came, took her chimps, right? And then they're like, "Yo, you're fucking down.
Where are the
came here
chimps?
to get 8 chimps. There's only 7." And she's like, "Oh, he died." She went to another chimp guy because it's like kind of like, you know what I mean, like a collective.
Dude, faking a chimp.
It's like you with the Pokemon card game, like how you know, like Corey and all that. Right. But if you guys collected chimps, so he fucking dug up a chimp grave. They fucking burned these chimp bones, so they turned it in to be like, yeah, he actually did die. He was sick, And then the reveal is, no, she's got him like in her basement again, dude.
Right, he was hiding in the attic.
Yeah, something, dude. He Anne Frank the chimp, dude. He's just writing. His dad's writing a diary for him with a ballpoint pen that doesn't exist yet.
It's just a silverback gorilla writing a diary for a chimp. Like, it's really weird having such long arms and not being able to really do anything with them.
Yeah. It's crazy to be the pussy of the... I almost called him skunk world, but...
The pussy of the skunk world.
Yeah, dude, is Trump going to pardon Tiger King? He's letting people out, bro.
Dude, I follow him on Facebook, Joe Exotic, and he's like always posting from prison and stuff. And I see this shit. Dude, this shit's got like 25 likes on it.
Yeah.
It's just
off hard, bro.
It's just part
horniest gay guy ever.
Yeah, he's married to another guy.
He's married to another guy again, bro.
Another young guy.
Got married like in prison.
He's like, just let me out so I can be with my husband. And it's like a fucking 19-year-old like Guatemalan kid. Yeah. Just let me out.
They're like, where'd you meet him? He's like, it's a Fairway cabinet, or what was that?
Wayfair. Yeah. He ordered the one called Jorge.
Yeah, so I got this Jorge 16-inch drawer.
A Jorge armoire. It's just him in it. No, but he's like literally posting like at real Donald Trump, like, you know, free me and all this stuff, like hashtag free Joe Exotic. And literally this shit has like 25 likes on it.
Yeah, he's forgotten.
Yeah. But he has like fucking hundreds of thousands of followers.
Yeah.
People just, it's probably Zuckerberg suppressing him, dude.
He's very suppressed, dude.
Yeah. He's oppressed.
I mean, that was COVID, right? He was during COVID.
Yeah.
That
was right when COVID started, when we were like, yeah, it's going to take 2 weeks to beat this. And then they were like,
yeah, we're going crazy. We'll just watch this show and then it should be over.
That would have just been another like weird true crime kind of like documentary that came out and that not many people saw. But because it hit right when COVID hit and there was like nothing was being made and that dropped, everybody saw it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
No, he makes all these crazy songs and like, dude, it's so funny to have like 200,000 followers on something and just get 25 likes trying to be like, please, like President Trump, like, please free me, dude.
He was dropping albums like Lil Wayne's mixtape run.
I know.
Dude, he had so many albums.
He cranks them out. And I swear to God, you listen to the songs and you're like, he wrote this and somebody else sang it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's got like ghost singers on his songs. They're like pretty beautiful pop country voices.
Hell yeah.
It's like, this is not his voice, dude. This is like fucking, this is like Luke Bryan is singing this right now. Like, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah. No, his shit feels AI generated for sure. Shit.
Have you guys seen that guy, Little Man Jay?
No.
He's got like fucked up shit like this. But he was like popping, trying to rip off. He was doing whatever type of rapper's flow or whatever. And now he's gone full country. Everyone's like freaking out. They're like, you're not country at all, dude. You were just a wigger 9 months ago.
That's Ellie roll.
I know, but they're like, dude, you can't even be that. You can't be that fucked up and be redneck. You got to be an able body.
I mean, Jelly Roll was a wigger rapper, and now he's a country guy.
Yeah, but I'm talking about this kid's
He's like exploding on it.
Yeah, but he still keeps like, is he wearing cowboy hats and shit?
I don't know. He just sings country music. I don't really.
Post or whatever? Or?
No, Jelly Roll.
Oh, yeah. Post Malone did that shit
Same
too,
thing
though.
yeah.
Post does it too, but Post is like, I'm amorphous. I can do whatever genre.
He's really
I want.
talented, but he was definitely a plant, bro. I remember when Allen Iverson dropped. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Oh, White Iverson, yeah.
Yeah, White Iverson, yeah. And that shit has like millions of views within a day. A lot of people are like, yo, this guy's a fucking plant.
Dude, he's gayest music I like is that stuff. Like Circles or whatever that song he has.
I haven't listened to any of his new shit at all, but
What's your gayest favorite music though? Where you're like, this is gay music, but I love it.
I like
Aqua's Barbie Girl.
Okay.
I'm a Barbie girl.
I listen to like
a bop,
That's
dude.
club though, yeah. That is like gay club vibe.
Barbie,
I listen
I
to
love that shit though.
I low key closet listen to emo from like 2004.
listen to, like, Death
That's
Cab and
I listen to
gnarly.
like the Spill Canvas and like only the first Say Anything
What's-
album and
Yeah.
like that kind of shit.
What's a chorus of like one of their songs or something?
Dude,
What's
the
a
Spill
lyric?
Canvas too. What's funny about the Spill Canvas specifically is it's like the creepiest shit ever. It's like, do I have to spell it out for you or scream it in your face? The chemistry between us could destroy this place or something. But the whole song's about like, the whole song is literally like about him making a pass at this girl and her just being like, no. And then he does it again and she's like, no. He does it again and she's like, no. But the whole song is like, it's like a love song, but it's like a fucking stalker love song.
Right, just
Yeah.
classic.
That's like all of his shit. And some of his shit is about like how he has like breaks from reality and thinks that he's like with this woman. And it's just like, bro, this is like so crazy. And allegedly, one of my brother's ex-girlfriends actually fucked this guy and he just like seized and like just like
Seized?
flopped around on her. and
Oh.
shit.
oh,
He legitimately had a seizure while they were having sex.
Ah, dude, I hate when chicks. I hate when chicks.
I hate when
do-
chicks blow up my
do
spot,
shitty
dude.
dick talk
Whoa.
about other
Yeah.
guys. It's like, for one, you're a whore. Two, I don't
can't-
believe you.
It carries way more weight though. And I feel like a dude badmouths a girl in bed. It's like, he's just saying some shit. But girl says tiny dick, no fuck game.
Yeah.
You're cooked, man.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're uploading your own sex tapes on the internet, being like,
Shannon
no, look at
Sharp,
these
dude.
strokes.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Shay Shay was fucking,
Look at this.
Just proving a point,
dude. He was talking the talk, walking the walk, and cocking the cock, dude. Oh yeah, dude. If you talk the talk, you got to cock the cock.
What's yours? What's your like gay stuff?
That I was gonna say Post Malone, like Circles, like that kind of like, ooh, like
Yeah,
he has some really just
I do still actively listen to those things that I mentioned though. Like,
yeah.
pretty hot.
No, I looked up Circles the other day and I was like, this might be the gayest song that I love. It's either that or like when I was a kid, like Drops of Jupiter.
Yeah.
By Train and Gabriel Iglesias, I Can Be Your Hero.
Oh,
Gabriel Iglesias, no, Enrique Iglesias.
Enrique, sorry.
Gabriel Iglesias.
Right.
Singing I Can Be Your Hero by
Yeah.
Enrique
Yeah.
Iglesias.
Gabriel Iglesias. Yeah, dude.
That's
sorry.
fucking crazy, dude. But no, I listen to gay music, dude. I
Yeah,
listen
Sheryl Crow and shit like that. I used to
Oh, I
I remember growing up, you only listened to what like your mom listened to, and I thought my mom was cool.
Yeah, no,
Right.
I fuck
Like,
with that shit.
I'm a bitch. I'm a lover.
Yeah.
I'm like fucking singing that shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna get so many kisses in 5th grade.
I fucked
Oh,
with like
yeah.
Alanis Morissette, Natalie Imbruglia, like all that shit, dude.
Dude.
Torn.
Leah is a gross name.
Natalie Imbruglia, Torn.
I don't even know
Video
that.
from that, she's like naked, like on the floor, and you're like, dude, this is so hot.
Damn, yeah. So you got cool game. I've listened.
No, it wasn't cool. It's,
It
If
wasn't?
you listen to it, you're like, oh my god, this is
You go, this kid's gay as hell. It's 5-year-old Tim.
yeah.
He's just laying on his stomach, kicking his feet up.
Dude, that's her first
never
boner.
changed into something real.
Was
Oh, denying.
I like
Yeah,
that song actually.
That's Torn. Yeah, that's
I like
Natalie
that
Imbruglia.
song. But no,
I think it's
Jewel
Natalie
used to
Imbruglia.
go off. All right, we're just gonna end up naming bands. We're gonna be like that crazy guy now.
I know. Yeah, y'all fuck with Corn. Yeah. All right, cool.
Fuck, dude, we missed Rockville, dude.
Y'all fuck with
We didn't get to
Deftones.
see Corn.
I know.
Or
Corn. was
Marilyn
fucking-
Manson.
yeah.
Marilyn Manson played all the hits.
I know we can't see
Marilyn Manson's
Florida
like
State.
sober now. That's what I was thinking about Long Legs. I was like, Nick Cage just looks like Marilyn Manson in that movie.
Yep.
Marilyn Manson, no makeup. That's no makeup reveal. It's just fucking Long Legs, dude.
Yeah, we'll have to try and go next year. But yeah, I was looking up tickets for that Florida State Alabama game.
Oh, it's already retarded.
It's so crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
it's like a 3:30 game. It's not even a primetime game.
I know. Honestly, if we wanted to go and just go up there, it'd be fun. But
tailgate and just watch it at a bar nearby.
dude, there's so much to do out there.
No, but my thing is, I'm on enemy territory. I don't want to get my ass beat.
No, I got your back. You'd be all right.
I wild the fuck out there.
He will while out, dude. He will. He'll
I almost beat the
You
shit-
might get headbutted.
I gaslit a gay guy for Andre at a bar like 2 seasons ago.
Oh, dude. No, I think I mean, look, it'll be fun. I think if we want to, we
Dude,
can
that
totally make a
package-
trip.
I put my phone in airplane mode to record, and that package came, and my wife was like, "I'm dying. What is this?" I'm like, "Oh, it's for a sketch." Because I ordered a fucking like $12 doctor's jacket. She's like,
"It's crazy." She opened it and you're like, you showed her that you applied for like a gynecology school. Sorry, babe. There's a lot of pussies that need healing in this
She's
world.
like, "You could be any kind of doctor, just don't be a guy now."
Yeah.
Like, you don't want me to help your people? All right, whatever. It's crazy though.
Fuck yeah.
I fucking listed like so many headlines. This one's so good, dude.
Hit me.
A newspaper published like a summer book list, right? And they just made it with AI. And fucking half the books on the list aren't real books. So they published this like, this is what's hot for the summer, and it's just like fake books.
Yeah, dude.
The guy admitted, he's like, yeah, I don't know, I used AI to like make this list. I kind of phoned it in, you know what I mean? It's
I
just
didn't
like,
read
bro,
any of this shit.
You're like, this is why print journalism is dead, dude. Like, you're not even trying, dude.
At Grok.
Yeah.
What are 50 new hot books? And they're like, dude, you read the title. It's probably like the title number 2, like The Boy Who Peed West. And you're like, it doesn't even. Like, that doesn't
No,
make
you
sense.
probably copied it, pasted it, and didn't even like look.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
what
it gets
I'm
like
saying.
it gets past like checking, it gets past an editor and everything. Dude, I'm so sick of fucking journalistic integrity being destroyed, dude. That's why we started this goddamn podcast,
Yeah.
dude.
That's right.
To keep journalistic integrity alive, even though we never ever know what the fuck we're talking about. But at least we admit it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, I saw that one. I don't know if you guys talked about it, but the ship that crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh, the Mexicans?
No, I didn't see
It
that.
was a Mexican Navy, turns out, but it looks just like an old school pirate ship, and just people in Brooklyn are just watching it crash, like, oh, what the fuck?
How the fuck? Why? First of all, why does the Mexican Navy have like a pirate ship? You know what I mean? Like, are they that set back? Second of all, what the fuck is a Mexican Navy doing? What is that? The Hudson River?
Yeah, they were
What
in
the fuck is the Mexican Navy doing in the Hudson River, dude?
Yo, I don't know.
Yo, we're trying to get to our fucking New York Rican brothers over here, dude. We gotta pick them up and get them out before Trump sends ice.
Yeah, they had, dude, and the craziest part was they had people like attached to the masts and stuff. So like 2 people died, a bunch of people got injured, like
That's so crazy.
scraped up along the thing. And then I look at Twitter and like everyone's just like making fun of Mexicans for like crashing into the boat.
Yeah.
But it turns out like if you go in any harbor or pier, they have a local pilot, like captain, because he knows that river.
Yeah.
So it was just some New York Dago just crashed this Mexican ship.
Yeah, what are you gonna see here?
He probably
You
did
want
it.
the best slide? I know you guys eat a lot of tacos, but we got some pretty good Mexican food.
He probably did it on
Oh, shit.
purpose, dude.
Damn, dude, can you imagine being a guy on the bridge and you're about to kill yourself, but you fucking are crazy racist about Mexicans, and you see that boat crash into the bridge, and then
You
you're
go,
like,
you go.
you go, hell yeah, dude, life's
you go,
worth living.
Lord, thank you for the sign.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dude, what if you were talking about that and it just gave me this idea? What if, like, you know how Trump's like getting big on ICE and he's like getting people out of the country or whatever? What if he just like sent ICE agents all around the country to round up Puerto Ricans and just drop them in the Bronx? He's like, y'all are getting deported back to your homeland. And they're like, fuck, we can't go back to Puerto Rico. It's fucking destroyed. They just drop them off in the Bronx, dude. And they're like, fuck yeah, we're home, dude. Woo! So sick.
Nah, dude, we need some more. Yeah, we need some more Puerto Ricans around here, dude. I'm Deltona, bro.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
I love it, bro. I love the enthusiasm, dude. They were just fucking up Chicago one day. I was like, this is cool. This is cool.
My
Just
godparents-
literally making everybody wait like 20 minutes as they're all in Jeeps with flags,
Yeah.
like just getting fucked, drunk driving. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
My godparents are New Yorkers, but no way, dude. You live in Deltona. It's like 80% of the population.
I like it, bro. It's kind of chill. I like the Latinos.
That's sick.
They are enthusiastic people.
Yeah, bro. That's where half my DoorDash
I don't like
deliveries-
enthusiasm, though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to chill, bro. You
Yeah.
don't got to be so loud in public. When I think they're one of the number one people that they're just saying shit, and if I have headphones on, I go, huh? And then I realize they're not talking to me at all. But they'll make eye contact with you as they're fucking just
Walking
rapping
by
or talking shit. You know what I mean? So you're like, huh? Like I wasn't talking to you.
This is another good one. I guess that there was like a kindergartner was like their parents had made Jello shots for like a party, and they had like a bring something to school day, and they just like I guess their parents didn't notice because probably Pennsylvania, they're probably like fucking fin napping, and the kid like loaded up his backpack with Jello shots and just brought him to school and like gave him to kids.
That's
I'm like, what?
awesome.
I'm like, what's wrong with that? You know, that's the coolest fucking.
Dude, what
kid
do
at
the
school.
parents get charged with?
Probably like child endangerment.
Yeah,
or
can you
something.
imagine? Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you go to jail and they're like, "Let me see your paperwork," and they're like,
Yeah.
"You got 30 kids drunk, you piece of shit, pedophile."
Like, no, you don't understand. My kid is cool. My kid is cool.
You're the coolest kid in middle
Yeah.
school.
It was in kindergarten.
Real?
Yeah, he's sitting kindergarten. I mean, you're in kindergarten. You see a fucking little cup of Jello. You're like, bro, this is fire. You know you're gonna squeeze that bitch right in your mouth, bro.
Oh hell yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Damn.
No, and that
Jello
teacher,
shots.
I mean, bro, just 30 drunk 5-year-olds.
Oh, dude. It's
Kid's like, let me get one. The teacher's like, I'm gonna need a couple of these to handle this situation. Like, I need to calm down before I go to the principal. I'm gonna have a couple. Yeah, I don't know why the kid brought exactly 27 Jello shots in. You had like 3 of them real quick.
Yeah.
Like, we found 3 in your trash can by your desk, and they're like, yeah, they're always getting into my trash behind my desk. These little fucking Rottweilers.
Like,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
they're like, you have 14 students. Why is there 26?
You go, I don't know.
You go, numbers are an illusion. They go, what?
Teaching kindergarten. You're like, listen, kids, here's the deal today. We're gonna learn that the numeric system is actually bullshit. You know what I mean? I know you haven't learned 1 through 10 yet, but I'm gonna teach you the real shit, bro. We're gonna go off the lunar calendar. No more of this Gregorian shit. You don't need to know what January is. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. Damn, dude, what's the lunar day?
I have no idea. I just
I
know
know.
it's like breaks down to like 13, 28 day months.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
No. Yeah, I know that.
Do they have different months though?
64. Yeah, well, they have an extra month. They have 13 months.
What's that one called?
Fucking
Forbidden
badass.
month, dude. It's the forbidden month.
Yeah, I used to be really big into that shit. I was trying to rearrange my whole brain off of like acid and Mayan YouTube videos and conspiracies. I tried to reprogram myself to be like, this is how the ancients think. But really, it's
You're
just
like putting your head in like a vice grip trying to splint your skull. You're like, I need to be fucking Nephilim
Yeah.
genetics, dude.
But at the same time, I'm still ripping Wendy's dollar chicken sandwiches
yeah.
with cheese. No mayo.
So you're just like rotting your brain every possible way you could from
So
both
good.
sides, dude. Dude, that's what burning the candle at both ends really is, dude. Burning the wick at both ends is fucking eating acid and eating Wendy's. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, most people eat acid and they're like, man, I need to start like a commune and eat like organic. He's like, nah, dude. I'm gonna eat fucking.
Yeah,
Let me
dude.
get a
Chili.
number 4 and
I'm gonna eat chili that was made from the burgers from the day before.
Yeah, I'm gonna find the hidden genetically modified knowledge of the universe.
just staring at the sky trying to find a star that doesn't
Dude,
exist.
I
bro.
just forgot about this. We stole a picture from Wendy's one time. The picture's on the wall.
Oh,
I don't know if they
thought
still
you meant,
have
like,
them back in the
lemonade
day.
Picture.
They had
Oh.
these huge, there's like a poster of like a hand-drawn Wendy, and we yanked that bitch, bumped into the manager, and just booked it. It's like 16 years old.
Young, yeah,
Just
drunk,
being dumb. Yeah.
young drunk stealing shit. That was a good time.
Because that movie theater, I don't even know if it's still open, but the one on Orange City, is it open or no?
I don't know.
There's that plaza by Mickey. There used to be a Mickey Finn's there and all this shit, but that's where we would all go on Friday nights when I was a kid. The 2 people who did the Deltona Massacre, 2 of those kids, I almost fought them 2 weeks before that
Really?
at that movie theater. We all
What's
had
the Deltona Massacre?
Oh, dude, yeah,
Delta.
that's a
Dude,
gnarly
my
one.
homeboy, bro, where's my phone? Bro, my homeboy did it.
What?
There's a guy I wrestled with that was one of the kids, Jerron Hunter.
Whoa.
Yep, I used to wrestle with him. My mom just sent me a photo.
What did they do? What's the Deltona Massacre? What happened?
It was over an Xbox or some shit,
That's
right?
what they say. I think it's over drugs. This dude, Troy Victorino, got kicked out of this house. Supposedly couldn't get his shit back. So supposedly it was about an Xbox. And he came back with 3 kids. These kids were fucking like seniors in high school.
Yeah.
And they massacred like a whole family, killed the dog.
Oh my god.
I'm talking about like butchered them, beat them to
Sounds
death
like-
with baseball bats.
Sounds like white
like
people
9
shit.
people. Nah, it's 3 Puerto Ricans and an African American gentleman.
That's
Jerron
why-
Hunter, though, that was my dog. Bro, we were in I was in Key West wrestling, and we stayed like in a locker room type thing. So we just had cots.
Dude, I just
And
imagine.
I remember them
Key
shutting
West,
off.
wrestling in Key West, and there's just
Yeah.
like a bunch of fucking guys in floral shirts in the stands, like, yeah,
Unbuttoning their shirts.
But dude, I remember them shutting off the lights, and I go, turn the lights back on. All I can see is Jerron's gold tooth. And I was in 8th grade, dude. And these were all like, you know what I mean? Like 10th, 11th graders.
That's crazy.
And
Crushed.
yeah, it's so sick.
Always
How'd you
crushing.
wrestle? Were you good? One more than you lost?
Wrestling?
Yeah.
It's really good.
Fuck yeah. Oh, I remember I showed him.
Freestyle and Greco and stuff like that. Yeah, I go to like Southeast Regional and shit like that.
Fuck
out of
yeah,
state.
man.
I wrestle out of state. I place in states.
Nice, dude. You ever have to wrestle people like at bars and stuff? You've been using it ever? Use your moves, dude.
I did it to this Puerto Rican dude on Seabreeze one night, but I felt bad. I fucking
He just got him in a full Nelson.
no, he like shoved me or something. I don't remember. I was pretty drunk too, but I was like in flip flops. I was like, what? And he shoved me again. So I hip tossed him like into a head and arm, and then he started flailing, freaking out, and he fucking caught me with his other arm on the nose. So I just grabbed his hair and bounced it off the sidewalk, and then I just ran back to Robbie's, got my buddy Steven, and because he was staying with me, and I was like, yo, we got to dip, dude. I think
Right.
something's gonna happen. But like the bouncer and everyone like right across the bar. It was when that one, it's like a cowboy bar or whatever, but it used to be called Bishops or whatever, I think.
Yeah.
When it used to be Bishops. The
What's that?
bouncer
That's
was like, that was
Coyote
pretty
Ugly
cool.
now or
Yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
Dude.
I was on like a nickel board, like a little penny board, bro. I was like, this is like when I lived like a block from Seabreeze in college. I was just like,
Damn.
but yeah, I felt bad. The guy was probably pretty fucking drunk. I was pretty drunk too, but
No, that should happen.
my homeboy fucking got into a fight, was just backing up and tripped and cracked his head and went into a coma, dude. And then he was a bartender at Sloppy Joe's, and they fucking moved him back to like Colorado because they were scared for him.
Damn.
You'd imagine like you're making up a story about it because you're embarrassed that you just tripped and fell and hit your head, and you're like, dude, these fucking 10 guys, huge guys, right? Giant guys, probably MS-13,
Yeah.
beat the living fuck out of me, dude. Put me in a coma. But you see like the video of it, the guy just trips and fucking hits his head.
Yeah, it was right in front of 509.
Damn, dude.
Fucking
That's where
crazy.
I stopped. I was like, I'm not fighting anybody anymore after hearing stories like that.
Yeah.
Just like stupid stuff. And then,
Just hitting your head on pavement is so scary.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Nah, dude, that's where we got to set up a little grass arena, dude. Let those drunks fight it out, dude.
like a
Start street
backyard
beefs.
fucking street beefs thing.
Yeah.
We should do it behind the Nog.
In the open- in the
that
empty
field.
lot.
Yep. And if the fight goes longer than 2 minutes, because dude, 2 minutes is a long time. If you're actually
Yeah.
fighting,
And you're
we
drunk.
release dogs. Because there's always a dog getting walked back there.
You don't even have to release dogs. They just
We
go
release
after
the dogs. It's just 4 Shih Tzus. They're just like humping their like heads and stuff as they're on the
people.
ground.
No, this dog's helping me, dude. I gotta
Yeah.
stop fighting now.
But my striking's garbage. I wanted to get into kickboxing.
Hell yeah,
I
dude.
mean, I can do it, but
We should go to the punch-a-meter thing. See how we do, dude.
C is insane at that shit.
Is he?
Dude,
He's
it's
got long.
scary. He used to box and kickbox,
Oh.
and he's jacked, bro. But
Well,
he's
see,
always,
he's like just tall and long
Bro,
too.
bro, no,
I
he's
could see
fucking
him throwing a
strong as
baseball
fuck.
like
No, no,
100.
dude. He was ripping those one night. He got fucked over in Texas. I won't even get into. He didn't get fucked. It's whatever. But we missed.
got upset.
We missed a certain show, and then dude, he was ripping those so hard, bro.
Yeah.
He did it. He's like, "You want to go?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm good." After watching him do it, I'm like, "Nah, I'm good, dude. I don't want to look like a bitch." Dude, he would like shake the machine, bro. He's getting like
Oh my
900 something every
God.
time, and it'd be like, like the whole machine would move. And you're like, "Oh my god, bro." I was like, "Dude, if you hit me, I'd die."
Don't fuck with C,
I used to be like
bro.
delusional because like I was so good at wrestling, and then my
That's what
buddy,
I figured
yeah,
would
that's
get
what
you
I'm
in
saying.
trouble
Yeah,
almost.
but my buddy Stretch, bro, he's 6'7", ex-military, and he's like put his fist like right here, and his like fist can reach like my chin and behind my ear. Like, you get to crack my jaw so easy. You know what I mean? You just got to be realistic about.
Oh yeah, the size
Alright.
and the.
I saw this other story about
Then
it.
again, dude, I'll just leg lock someone and just be like, "All right, dude, I'm gonna take your knee."
Yeah,
rip
see, that's where you
every
know some
ligament in your
stuff.
knee.
You're just like, I'm
How about
gonna bend your thumb backwards or whatever.
No way, dude.
Yeah, shit.
I saw this other story about a
Never play fucking Xbox again, dumbass.
This is a Louisiana guy, and there's like shed displays outside of Lowe's, and somebody called. They're like, I saw a guy go in there. He's like acting sketchy, and the cops show up, and the guy's just naked in the like display shed with his phone and like a jar of Vaseline, just fucking. They said allegedly jacking off, but like he was definitely. He's just jacking off in the Lowe's display shed, dude, which led me down a fucked up
It's
rabbit
so
hole.
hot in there.
Damn. His lawyer's got to be a black guy because he's like,
Yeah.
allegedly.
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 My client.
Allegedly
It was
was
like
caught
he goes, look at these crack his lips. He goes, that shit's cracking like crazy, you know. He need Vaseline for them lips. But no, it led me down a fucked up rabbit hole on Reddit where somebody was like, yeah, this shit's like pretty common. Like I guess people like those display sheds are like pretty prominent like cruising spots all around the country. like gay dudes go in there and they fuck in these like display sheds outside of like Lowe's and shit when they're closed because they don't bring the sheds in.
Oh, at night.
Yeah, they don't bring the sheds in at night. They're just out there.
Where was this at?
In Louisiana.
Okay. I don't, dude, fucking in an outdoor shed
That's
in the
crazy.
South in the summer? You are, dude,
That's swampland.
That's
too.
gotta stink.
That's probably how they got called. They probably smell that shit from a mile away.
This green smog coming out. Yo, is someone cooking farts? You're fucking.
Oh my god,
dude, turning a shed into a fart factory.
God damn, I've never seen rainbow-colored smog before. That's crazy.
Dude.
No, but it led me down a fucked up rabbit hole where like people on Reddit were like, "Yeah, this is common. Like these are cruising spots all the time." And then this other guy posted like, "Be warned." You know what I mean? And he posted a link to a site called holehunter.com.
No way.
And it just has like verified like glory holes and like cruising spots.
Oh, dude, you got to plug that in. Can we see the site, bro?
Based on your location.
Dude, how much does it cost to be a member? No.
It doesn't, dude. It's open source, bro.
Dude, I would have a
for the people.
I don't know, dude. You're gonna have to.
No, I blocked my location. It's fine.
Yeah, no, but you need like you gotta have a computer antivirus on your computer.
Look at this shit, though. Look at this shit. Spruce Creek Preserve Park.
What?
Nature preserve on a small peninsula off Route 1.
Dude.
Potential for discreet action.
Me and my girlfriend go there all the time.
On the trails around the parking lot and pavilion.
Dude, what's crazy real fast about that spot, you guys ever go down US?
Yo, look at, wait, hold on.
You're going to New Smyrna, bro.
Real quick.
You always see homeless dudes coming out of the woods, bro. It could
Real
be
quick.
jerk station.
Emerge.
Real quick. YMCA Port Orange.
No.
Action in the men's locker room, steam room, sauna, and showers. Be discreet. Gym membership required for access. Best during the gym's off-peak hours.
Oh,
This is a fucking
no,
website,
I worked out
bro.
at that Y. What the fuck?
What else is
Lighthouse Point Park.
there? Dude, kids go there.
Planet Fitness Daytona Beach.
Is it this one?
Probably on
This-
Bevel.
yeah, because the other one's
Probably
the
on
Ormond.
Bevel. Cruisy men's locker room showers during the gym's
No.
off-peak hours. Gym membership required for access. Be discreet.
Damn, dude.
Bro, those are my hours. I go
used
during
to-
discreet hours.
I used to go to the gym like every day in high
Dude.
school.
They're probably fucking checking out my 6 no pack.
This is so crazy, dude.
What, dude? What else?
Wells Fargo DeLand parking lot.
Dude.
Drive-through micro banking location with pneumatic tubes and an empty parking lot at night. Keep out of view of the cameras, which are focused on drive-through lanes.
Oh, you know what's crazy, dude? Is some dude getting sucked off instead of like Blumpkin style? He sits his ass in those little tube things and he hits the send button, so it sucks on his butthole
Right.
while he's getting fucking sucked up.
Shoots the
Dude,
tube.
the bank teller just opens the thing and there's just a turd in there. Like
It's a dildo that
perfectly
keeps sending and
There's just a perfectly preserved turd. Or
Oh,
like
dude, a turd getting sucked.
there's a butt
Dude.
plug. There's just a butt plug on it.
Oh my, dude, these guys are
Yeah, this is
freaks.
great. I
was
should
that
have
not
never
on?
gone to this website, dude. This is ruining my fucking
Bro, you should make your own post on there and just put the gun range.
They're all over.
I'm here and catch a fucking
They're all over the place, dude.
what?
This
What's
is
it called?
Holehunter.com.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's bust up some fucking.
You know,
some
dude,
gay
when you
action,
see,
bro.
you know what's crazy is I'm so
Let 'em fucking peace.
I'm so libertarian about the internet, but then you see shit like that, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe they should shut down.
I'm surprised that's not shut down. That's like as bad as like Backpage or like Craigslist fucking hooker ads. Like that's pretty crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's insane that exists.
Yeah, and you realize like that's probably cops like 30% of their job is just like breaking up fucking.
Well, when I saw that, I was
Oh, dude, can you imagine getting put on gay sex duty?
when I saw that,
You go, dude, can I please just come to a murder? Something cool? They're like, no, we got 2 bums butt fucking behind the Wells Fargo. Some dude's got his asshole stuck up in the tube slider for deposits.
when I saw that website, I was just thinking like, all right, this website was created by like Volusia County Sheriff's Office. Like Chit was just sitting there like monitoring this and like watching the cameras, and he's like, "We got another one." You know what I mean?
Yo, did you see that video that Chitwood? They've like shipped a guy down from like New York or something. All the dude did was like comment on a post that he was gonna kill Mike Chitwood, and they arrested him because it's a felony for like threat.
You can't be saying that shit about like civic.
I know, but
public
dude,
officers and
it's
shit.
Volusia, bro. We got a lot of shit popping off here.
Speaking
You
of
fucking
Volusia
bringing
County,
down a fucking autistic Christian from New York, you know what I mean? Because the guy was pretty autistic, and he's like, "I'm a Christian, you're not." And Mike Chitwood's like, "I'm a Christian." He's like, "You're not a Christian." He's like, "How come you're not? I'm not a Christian." He's like, "Corinthians." I don't know the verse. Everybody says it, and he goes, "Bondsmen cannot be Christian. You're a bondsman."
speaking of fucking Volusia County though, Lenny's Pizza. You see
Yeah,
that
you
shit?
see that shit? Dude, Sean hit me up about
What?
that. Bro,
The guy-
I love their pizza. That's
Lenny's
one of my favorite
Pizza is
pizzas.
good. They also have a great cannoli, bro. But you know,
lobster
What'd they
ravioli.
do?
The fucking owner, dude, fat, tatted up guy. He's a jelly roll himself.
they went in, they raided his house. I guess
Whoa.
He had like a mansion in
years
Flagler.
long operation, dude.
Damn.
Drugs,
Crazy shit.
weapons, all kinds of shit.
Whoa, and then
Yeah.
using the pizza front.
But Lenny's is established, bro. That pizza place probably racks in. He probably, what is it? It was it net or grossing when you, what's profit? Netting? Is net profit or gross?
Gross.
Net.
I don't
Gross
know.
is like pre-tax, pre all that shit.
All right, I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, net
easy
is, yeah.
quarter milli, nothing but net, dude. He's got
Yeah.
2 locations, one in Norman, one in Norman by the Sea.
Damn,
I
dude.
loved Lenny's Pizza. I
So-
love Lenny's Pizza.
Yeah, it might be fucked now, bro. It's done.
Maybe I
Change
should buy it,
hands,
dude.
maybe.
Turn into Shawnee's.
Shawnee's.
Like an offer of
O'Shawnee's.
a Shawnee.
O'Shawnee's Irish pizza.
Dude, egg roll pizza is for you.
Oh.
Egg roll. Why is egg roll Irish?
I was thinking of Irish egg rolls.
Just
My
'cause of the
bad.
Just because of the couple of places that have Irish egg rolls, you know what I mean? Like, that's an Irish thing, dude. Don't fucking.
Yeah, we invented the egg roll. They took that from us, dude.
The Irish are basically the Chinese, dude. We came into Ellis Island at the same time. We both worked on the railroads. Dude, the Irish fucking realists like that are so funny. They're like
They're truth
Irish.
tellers.
They're like the Irish were slaves. The Irish were not only slaves, so you know we got it as bad as black people, but also at the same time we were working on the railroads too, so we had it as bad as Chinese people too. And they're like, dude, you're fucking white. Like,
No, dude. YNs pop in, dude. We're the Irish. We're the WNs. Dude.
YI, dude.
We're the YNs.
YI, young Irish. The Yees, which is Chinese. That's great.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Yeah, my buddy.
Full
He's
circle like a Chinese guy's face, a moon face.
my buddy from Daniel Schwartz, bro. My homie, bro. He used to be in catalepsy and shit. But we went to school together ever since middle school. And he was from Guyana, right? Ghana?
Ghana.
The one that's in South America, I think.
Ghana
might
I
have
think is
been
an
right.
African country.
It's Guyana then.
I don't know. I have no
Well,
idea.
he's one of those. But I was like, oh, so you're like Guyana?
I'm not a geologist.
I was like,
bro.
you're Guyanakin? And he goes, I'm Guyanese. What the fuck?
Guyanakin.
I'm like, yeah, dude, you're a fucking guy on his knees.
You go, you killing younglings, bro. You're Guyanakin. Star Wars joke. Shout out my nerds. You know, a
Because I
couple
was
nerds watch
thinking
this shit. dude.
ease is like east.
Yeah.
Akin is like the west, right? Like South American, right?
Argentinican. I don't know.
Brazilican.
I have no idea. I don't know
Dude, I'm
anything
a
about etymology or geography or geology. I don't know anything about rocks either. So
Dude, my fucking uncle's the head geologist at Rice University, bro. When my dad died, my homeboy, my family didn't go. I had to get my neighbor, my like best friend that I grew up with, to drive me to Alabama for my dad's funeral. And my dad's older sister, my aunt, her husband gave the eulogy, and he's the head geologist at Rice University, which is like a gigantic geology department. Like he goes to the Arctic and Antarctic every year to take ice samples. And we get back to Florida like a week
he goes,
later.
people. He starts his eulogy. He's like, people
Are rocks.
are like precious gemstones.
But no, my boy Josh Miller.
He really
called me.
was my rock.
Oh, shit, I fucking doxed him. Bleep the name out.
He was my rock. I can't bleep shit, dude. I can't.
All right. Well, my homeboy.
Give me a timestamp.
What time is it? 7:24.
No, I mean like
I know what you mean, but that's just
42
like,
minutes. Somebody write that down. I don't know.
minutes.
It probably won't end up getting bleeped on.
Yeah, but he called me and he's like, "Yo, your fucking uncle's," and he says his name because he has the same last name as me. And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And he's like, "Dude, he's on History Channel right now. He's just on like
That's
a
so
those
sick.
random like shows where it's like life after people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, what's the Earth gonna be like?" Yeah.
That's so awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah.
My great aunt, she got on like late night ABC one night or whatever, and we're all like, everyone's hyped. My grandma, she's like, "Oh my god, my sister-in-law is gonna be on TV or whatever," and we're watching the whole program, dude. It cuts to her. It's a part of his story. She literally goes, "Yeah, and that's pretty much the whole story. Like that's it." And they cut away. So that was it, bro.
Oh, I thought you were gonna hit me with some fucking info. Like, yeah, my
No.
great aunt was on TV, and then you start 60 Minutes, and it's like tick 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 tick, and it's like the most famous whores of the 1930s, and you're like, oh no.
I wish, dude.
Dude, that would have been your Great Depression. You'd have been like, dude. Like
Oh,
actually,
fuck, dude.
if it's a great aunt, it's kind of like whatever. It can't be you can't be like your meemaw.
Yeah, as long as it's not my grandma.
Yeah, if
I'm
it ain't your
okay with
meemaw or
it.
anything
Yeah.
like that, if it's your great aunt, you're like whatever, dude. She's a slut.
Let her party, dude. Let her party, dude. Let her cook.
Yeah, my aunt Martinelle was like she was a big sleut. She would like hit on like her doctor. She was like 70.
That's awesome.
Doctor's like a 28-year-old guy.
Yeah.
He'd be like, hit on him. I was like, dude, you're fucking crazy. Bro, and she's tall as fuck, bro. She's like 6'4", bro. And my grandma is like 4'9".
Dang.
I got fucked, dog.
Yeah, dude.
The
fuck
50-50
genetics,
roll.
bro.
You could have been tall, dude.
I know, I could have been fucking
Yeah,
sick.
dude, I got a whole side of my family that's like humongous hill people. Like, why can't I be
Yeah.
one of those motherfuckers? Dude?
Damn.
Damn, dude. Yeah, dude, you're definitely not, instead of hill people, you're like mole men.
Yeah, I
Look at the
know.
mole people,
Dude, you're
bro.
definitely like a little mole.
I think God knew if he would have made me tall, I would have been too powerful, dude.
You remember yesterday my sign guy came in and he's like, yo, does this look like a hamster? I was like, that's a mole rat, dude. He just filmed it on the sidewalk holding the sign. And I was thinking that'd be funny, just buying hamsters, breeding them, and just letting them out in the wild, dude. Like in parking lots late at night. You go, what the? Dude, imagine getting out of your car being like, dude, I miss when Walmart was 24 hours. Now it's 10:55. I've only got 5 minutes to get toothpaste. And then as you get out of your car, someone just goes, release the den, you know? And you like, release the hams. And it's just a bunch of hamsters. All right, that wasn't that cool.
I got another one. Speaking of horniness, this is a Tampa Bay thing. This guy's been setting.
Tampa Bay's super horny. That's a super, probably next to Key West. Key West is gayest.
This guy's been setting up like meetings with realtors, like female realtor, just to see houses. He's setting up these meetings, right? And then he's just like bending over and like unbuckling their shoe and like trying to touch their feet and stuff, dude. It's like
awesome.
There's like 6 cases of this, dude. Like, why haven't you stopped this guy yet? I don't know.
What's his name?
Oh yeah, let's dox him. I'm gonna dox him. Hold on, let me see.
What's his picture look like at least?
Tampa Bay area realtors say, man, more than half a dozen women have now come forward with similar encounters.
It's funny, we get
The same
Rob.
man
Rob's like,
touching
I should
their
probably
feet.
try to sell him a house. Rob's like getting foot massage from this creep.
They're not naming him yet because he hasn't been charged with anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's fucking
Damn, dude,
crazy.
just toe sucking Terry on the tear.
They go, he bends down and starts unbuckling my shoe and caressing my foot, and I just thought that was really weird.
Oh, my.
Kick him in the face, dude.
The unsettling interactions date back to at least July of last year. So weird, dude.
Oh, dude, I watched a fucking the Liver King documentary today. I fell asleep to it while I was working. Yeah, dude, I always sleep at work. It's so crazy. But dude, he said he didn't bust until he was on the bench press, bro. He said his first bust was bench pressing. I know,
No.
insane liar. He's so crazy.
No.
He's such a pathological liar. He convinced himself. But he goes, yeah, dude.
Dude, what a crazy lie for dude. That's the thing about pathological liars.
Because he talks about like how he was always this runt and all this picked on. Then he gets into the gym and he was upset. Oh, and the craziest thing was like he's like, and then I saw Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it was just the most aesthetically perfect.
So he's
being.
just gay.
Yeah, just gay for dudes. And then, he says he fucking first busted on a bench press, and then he's like, then I'll start masturbating after that, because then I figured out like that's what it's like, or something like that. I
So
don't
he
know.
was like so horny at the gym, just like staring at somebody, and then just try to do
No,
a.
he's
a
bench
fucking-
pressing.
I think it was just an
I
age.
was just saying like how
the thought
orgasmic
of
feels.
the
of
thought of getting strong.
Oh, dude.
No, just not even that. Just like the lift itself is being. I don't know.
Getting
Getting a pump is fire though.
Yeah, but I know that's where I thought it was like the Arnold thing, where he's like, it's like calming. It's like feeling
Always
the pump.
calming.
It's
No,
like
but that's
calming.
where
Yeah,
it sounds
yeah,
like he legit busted. Like that's where. How
That's
could
what I'm
you
saying.
get a boner?
Yeah, I'm saying you got to get a boner
I can get
first.
it. I can get a boner. That's what I'm saying. Like, so was he just like staring at some girl doing the Stairmaster, and then was like, "Oh shit, I
No.
need to do a set."
No, he made it seem like it was like this
Just busted purely from
like
Right.
this universal thing.
Him realizing his
Dude.
dreams and getting
tantric
big.
masturbation. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Tantric-
Busting soft is nuts, dude.
Oh, you can't catch me doing that, bro.
Yeah, because wait, dude, there wouldn't even be a point to bust soft anyways, because you want to save it anyways, right?
Well, it's. I don't even. Yeah. How do you even get yourself there without
You
getting
guys,
hard?
have you ever tried semen retention? SR?
Never, dude.
Never?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I've done it for a
For
while.
a while, yeah.
Nah. I mean, I've definitely laid off this, but not. Definitely didn't call it that.
Because you know what the theory is too is that's what
You
like
don't classify it. You're just like,
I
oh,
was
yeah,
just like, yeah, I was just like, I'm jerking.
that's like the
off a
sacred
lot.
that's like the sacred to like all the like spiritualism type shit is conserving that, and then it builds up your spine and that's the metaphor for Jacob's ladder, and it goes up all 33 vertebrae. That's why Jesus was crucified at 33.
You got cum in your spine?
This is where...
That's what they say. No, it builds up like this chi energy because your first chakra is your sacral chakra, because everything comes from sex, you know what I mean? Like even creativity comes from like your sexual drive and stuff like that. That's what they say, you know what I mean? And then
this sounds like a guy that didn't get any pussy and was trying to justify.
No, this is like,
I'm actually smarter for not getting laid.
Yeah, that is true, dude. Yeah. But supposedly you build up, dude. You get stacked semen all the way up to your spine to where you bust internally into your pineal gland, and that's when you have
come on your
third
own
eye
head,
experience. You come into your own pineal gland, bro. And you have your own fucking. That's crazy, dude.
In your own brain. Dude.
It's like your own little windshield wiper.
It really does
see clearly, dude.
It really is a different definition of getting brain, dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You're coming in your own.
And what's
brain.
crazy, bro, is lizards. They have a third eye, and their third eye has actually a lens.
What?
Not a lens. It's something where it's like you can actually see what makes our shit see.
Yeah.
Because the pineal gland is why they call it the third eye. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm actually just reciting facts from a YouTube video I watched 12 years ago.
Like, I think that's right.
I was like,
we got like
no clue the fuck.
We got about 10 minutes. I'm gonna lightning round some of these things. This 27-year-old Chinese student was rescued from Mount Fuji twice in a week because they had to rescue him from Mount Fuji because he was like climbing, but then he's like, "Oh, I left my phone," so they had to bring him back.
No, he went up again.
Yeah.
Oh my!
So they had to rescue him again, and then they said they never they never retrieved the device.
Oh,
they never retrieved the device, so like they're gonna rescue him a third time for sure. You know what I mean?
Oh. Meanwhile, his girlfriend's just got his phone the whole time, just going through it.
I can't believe you're talking to Jing.
Yeah.
A former Disney worker sentenced to 3 years. He hacked into the park's menus, like their digital menus, and he took off all like the allergy warnings. He was just like, no, it does not, like anything that says like contains like peanuts.
Yeah, this guy goes, dude, you're a pussy.
He goes, you're a pussy, and just deleted him.
That guy's pretty progressive. That's cool.
That's insane. California gubernatorial candidate, this fucking young ass guy.
Gubernatorial? What the fuck is that?
Gubernatorial. Gubernatorial means like a candidate for governor.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why it's gubernatorial. He looks like a damn goober.
Dude, that's what I was like.
Look at this guy.
Man, that's a word, dude. Oh, yeah, that guy looks like he definitely has an Israeli handler.
Kyle Langford, he proposed a controversial policy aimed at addressing immigration issues. He says that, like, immigrant women that are illegal in California have to marry an incel guy.
Dude,
I've seen that guy. He's like in the Groyper community.
That's semen retention thinking right there, dude. That's
what
I'm telling you, bro. That's what he looks like. That's
he's pretty much going deport.
No, that's
send them all back to Mexico except for the thick Latinas. He goes, those you got to save for the boys who are potentially going to shoot your shit up. Which is kind of, you know what I mean? He's solving having
I don't, it's not semen retention thinking. It's semen depletion thinking. Like when you're just out of semen completely, this is how you think.
Yeah, but you're not getting it out organically. You're getting it out computer.
California's popping off. There's another thing in Los Angeles that's like they're staging between two colleges. I think it's UCLA and another university. April 25th. So this might have already happened at the Hollywood Palladium. They're having world's first sperm race. So they're saving the sperm and they're going to watch them race under like microscope and they're going to like race sperm. Imagine betting on that in like 25 years, dude. They like name the sperms like horses.
Yeah, dude. They got to give them cool names.
And happy-go-lucky's in the first. You know what I mean?
Or just like Ted. Dude.
That's awesome.
That's all right. I like that.
All right, if you were betting on a sperm, would you look at it? Would you go fat head, little tail, or little head, fat tail?
Little head, fat tail.
Right, that's what you think. But what if that little head, it's too fucking, it can't get that?
I would try to look.
The tail goes crazy, so it's obviously like misdirecting.
Oh, it's like a fucking fucked up rudder on a boat. He's just always turning left and right. Yeah.
Nah, dude, I'm waiting for generational talent. I'm waiting for like a LeBron come where it's just like
one black sperm. It looks like a little. It looks like a guppy. You go, holy
like, hold on, get my money, get my money,
dude. Going to UCLA and being like, I brought my own, and it's just a bag you jizzed in, but you threw a guppy in there. And you're like, no, pick the big one. Pick the big one,
dude.
That'd be crazy to bring in your own. Dude, bringing your own cum to a sperm race is crazy. Yo, let me throw my boys in here.
Yeah, can I throw my hat in the ring, dude? This is.
What are they racing towards? Do they got like an egg?
I don't know. Yeah, I think they're probably
an egg. Yeah. You're like, dude, that's how we create the first Chicken Man, dude.
They might just be like, you know how they do like snail races and stuff like that, where they just put them in a thing, and if they go the wrong way, like, oh well, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Maybe they just put them in like a little like hallway, and they're just like, go sperm.
Dude, I want it to be a sport because then it becomes like they find out who like comes the fastest cum, right? And then he becomes like a breeder, and a rich person like buys his cum from him to race.
I'm breeding.
Yeah, because it's like blue.
The
blood,
world's going to shit, bro.
Yeah.
The world's going to shit.
He's probably a Somalian with
That's what
fucking 61 IQ.
Dude, Usain Bolt's cum's got to be fast as fuck. That's all I'm saying, dude. You know?
I don't know, dude. This could be, I don't know. His nuts could be fucked up. They're probably stuck to his body all the time. He's always running. You ever run with hanging nuts, dude? It'll give you a stomach ache.
No, yeah. You know that sport will get ruined too because they'll find out.
You ever played sports and you like check your cup and you're like, dude, my shit is so.
Oh yeah,
Dude, they're all just hugging each other for warmth.
No, you need it. Dude, one time I remember I played I went to basketball practice and I like didn't have compression shorts. I just wore boxers. And I remember just my balls and dick just banging like this playing defense. So I was like, holy fuck. I need tiny pee. I need that fucking ultra sweaty mode. Your shit just
even
shrivels.
when I wrestle, I'd wear a singlet, but I wouldn't put like the top part on, but I'd wear it under my shorts.
You guys wearing cups and wrestling and stuff?
No.
Hell no.
No.
Damn.
Look at any wrestling match. You can see the outline.
People like checking the oil and stuff. That's like a move, right?
If you're a big guy, like say if someone shoots on you, sit to your butt,
no diddy, bro.
Over under, and then you check their oil so they jump. So you
Finger
get that
in the ass.
So you get that.
Damn, that's devious.
Yeah, so you get that extra leverage, and then you jump up. Or I would, and freestyle. So folk style, if you're on bottom, you try to get up real fast. And freestyle, you try to just
freestyle. You're allowed to just stick your thumb in their ass.
Yeah,
you can do it.
You're allowed to do whatever, dude.
But no, but
Look their eyes. You can
like
fucking
in
do
Greco
whatever.
and freestyle, bro, to lift someone because they just lay flat and like put their wrist down.
Yeah.
That way, you just like pinch a nut or something under their gooch. You like pinch a nut or whatever, so they move, and then you can get your arms under their
They
hips.
hop up a little bit.
Yeah, reverse
Damn,
lift,
that's
throw
fucking
people.
crazy.
Everyone's playing dirty, dog.
That's devious.
It's dirty
What's
dancing on the mats.
Okay, did you have a dirty move? Did you ever do dirty shit?
Not really. I got
Have, like a signature thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No. But I knew how to whip my leg. I learned like if someone shot on me, if the ref is on my left side, how to whip my leg like this, like to turn, and I throw my right leg out, and it'll make him look a little bit. And since my body's there, I can literally turn my thing because you can crossface someone, but you can't hike your arm back to crossface. So with that, I could hike it back and be like, boom, and just like, blue. Like you're doing like that. Someone shoots on you, you know what I mean? You could do that.
I see, and so you can kind of smack him in the face a little bit.
Yeah, I got
Get some
fucking almost
extra
knocked out. I got my nose fucking busted up from a deaf kid. I had to wrestle a deaf kid one time,
Dude.
and the ref didn't fucking. He just. I told him too. I was like, it was like in Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, you got. It's like a kid ref because it's a freestyle tournament, and I was like, bro, you got to fucking touch this guy when you blow the whistle.
Yeah.
And he blew the whistle, and I was mid shot, and he didn't blow the whistle, and this kid was just like, boom.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, that's where it's funny. Reminded
He
me
fucked me up.
in high school. We played the deaf and blind.
Yeah, the St. Augustine.
We lost to him, bro. And I remember, right, which is just so hard to deal
In
with.
basketball?
No, in football.
Oh,
Bro,
okay.
But this is the thing, dude. These guys were hitting so hard after the fucking whistle. Sometimes they were leveling
Late
kids.
hits. You got to give them a little bit of leeway on that.
How do you even do that? You gotta. I was gonna say if it's all blind team, you know they're running the ball.
Dude.
Like their running game's tight, but we got to shut it down because they're not putting it in the air. You know what I mean?
And then
They just have one sighted quarterback and one like sighted wide receiver, and you're like, you just cover that guy. Like that's the only guy.
No,
you
but
gotta
that's the
worry
thing,
about.
dude. They were pretty good. Like they were like a decent football.
yeah, they
team.
had deaf guy strength.
Yeah, that's where it was one of those things. Like
Yeah, like Daredevil.
their line
I know
was
he's-
I feel like every
insane.
deaf guy I've seen, they got a thick neck.
That's pretty dope.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, you can't even hear yourself fit your fucking head.
Yeah, you can't choke that guy, dude.
No.
All right, we got one last guy. This guy, he was arrested. It was a $20,000 merchandise crime spree from Walmarts all across North Georgia, dude. You know what his name was? His legal name is Speedy Gonzalez.
no.
Are you serious?
Swear to God.
Let's go.
What?
They're not gonna catch me. And he just and his legs are like spinning like a cartoon and kicking up dust
Yeah.
behind him, dude.
Yeah, that guy's got mechanical.
What was he stealing?
Just
Didn't
fucking
even say.
And it's
Shit
in
from
North
Walmart,
Georgia.
high priced items in large containers.
You feel like that's something you see like on the Mexican Texas border. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, he
Speedy
was just
Gonzalez-
doing like self-checkout scams. He would just put shit in like Rubbermaid bins and just ring up the Rubbermaid bin and leave with it, dude.
Oh,
I
That
saw
is
he's
some
just
Speedy
clever.
Gonzalez
he's
shit,
a fucking
dude.
black TikToker.
No, dude, he's
They're like always doing. Everyone's doing that. They're like filming their crimes. It's insane how now everyone just films their crimes.
You think to be a black dude named Speedy Gonzalez? This is what he looks like, dude.
He looks pretty badass.
Yeah.
He looks like a type of dude to fight, dude.
What is this guy? Oh, this was funny as hell. There's a band called New Pornographers, I guess, and the drummer was arrested in Southern California for possession of child porn.
Damn,
The
these
band was
last
called
two-
New
These
Pornographers.
last two stories just on the head.
I know.
Nailed on the head, bro. What the hell?
This
Yeah, there's like nothing you can even say about them. They're
It's like- and the most ironic
Like-
thing happened.
yeah. Oh shit. The simulation's funnier than anything I can think of.
I guess this is like a right-wing pastor, they say. I don't know, you know what I mean? But he was like talking about he was going to the airport, and he was like, so my choices are between getting patted down, which could possibly turn me gay, or putting me in your gay beam machine. He thinks that walking through the x-ray machines are going to turn him gay. He's like, they get to see a picture of me naked when I go through this machine. Like,
Yeah.
It's gonna turn me on. And fucking hard.
Yeah, he feels
He's like,
like
Just doing this pose. He's like, oh my God, I fucking
Yeah.
can feel it.
he has
I
the
can
same emotions of like, you know, like when ladies like in movies, there's like the trope where it's like a chick undressing in the window and the boys watching from the other window, and they know, so they like are kind of turned on by it. You know what I mean? That guy's getting like that in the fucking laser machine. He's like, oh, don't fucking stare too
he
long.
just thinks like the devil's gay energy is just being transmitted through like x-rays into his body, dude.
Yeah. The devil is got a lot of gay energy, dude. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, but maybe that's what all electronics are, dude. Maybe they're just trying to
Make you gay.
Gay voyeurism.
take away our masculinity by shocking us with gay rays.
Dude.
I don't know, dude.
Never mind. I don't want to say it. I go, wait, does EMF stand for extra? Extra? Never mind.
All right, boys. We fucking did it. We're at an hour and 1 minute.
Hell yeah.